This YouTube going on pretty good, man. But yo, we are live, man. Mr. Back in the building, episode number 2. Fresh off of number 1 from Monday, but we back in the building. We got tonight's episode. It's an epic one, man. We going in on Sony and Microsoft predictions. Things that I want to talk about and hope that I see at E3 coming up starting this Saturday. And I'm going to look up that E3 schedule and probably post it up next or tomorrow's show. Then you look it up and give you the show times in case you don't remember or you want to know. Or you can easily go on Google and type in E3 press conference schedule. But, yo, man, I want to say hello to everybody. Thank you if you were part of the old show, if you got to check out the first episode on Facebook. I switched over to YouTube because doing this live, Facebook, it deletes it after 24 hours. And this one, I can have it on my profile forever. So we're going to put this up on the YouTube. Let's see if I can get this messaging over there. I've never messed around with any of these. I ain't even had filters. So you're going to be just, learning this as I learn it. If you got any things on a cell phone, we got poor man's production going on right now. But, if I continue want to take this serious, I'm going to get some better lighting, some themes going on, It all just becomes a process. So let's go like this. I'm going to say some filters, and y'all can let me know in the comment section what filter you think works best. So we got this as normal. This is beam. This is blush, which I'm thinking that blush might be where we go. We got pop, looks dark. We got crush, which doesn't look good. We got this glow. We got sleep. We got Noir, classic beer on. Looks like I'm in Casablanca. We got Dawn. We got bubbles. We don't want all that shit in the way. Party dance and so forth. So you know what? We're going to stick to, which one did I say I like? The blush. All right. So this is pretty cool, man. I haven't streamed on YouTube in a long time. Actually, I didn't stream on it. I used to record the video back in the day, and I would put it up on YouTube. Because YouTube, when I first did the original Mr.BORIITO show, there was no streaming live. It was, you had to put your video on. That's back in the day when YouTube had to, you could only record up to 10 minutes. And then, you had to keep getting, either subscribers or putting more videos. And then they would let you record up to, 20 minutes, then a half an hour, then up to an hour. And I think 10 hours was the max you got to reach up to. Let me get this filter junk out the way. Oh, I don't want to stop streaming. Okay. It's pretty cool, though. I can, look at all this junk on here. There we go. So, as I was saying, man, I had the show going on back in the day. Good. Man, it's probably been 4 years since I did Mr.BORIITO, and now I'm back. We live on YouTube. We got better things out here, I was doing it on a laptop computer back in the day. Now I can just do this right off my phone. And I can do this in this landscape, which is pretty cool. So I have a nice little wide view. Soon one day we'll get some better stuff, man, up on my walls. I'll sit in a better spot so we have better lighting and we'll have cool artwork. I got some things that I want to do. But let's go ahead and jump into our first topic of the night. I want to get into Microsoft for E3 going on this week. And Microsoft, I think out of any of the press conference, has the most to show, which I know because I think their press conference is 2.5 hours long. And I think they even rented out their own place to do their show. I know EA rented out their own spot. So usually the press conferences all take turns in the different spots. But EA purchased their own spot because they wanted to get their own show going on. So Microsoft, man, where do I start? Number one, before we go into like predictions and thing we want, like where's the HoloLens? So if you don't know what the HoloLens is, you know we have virtual reality headsets. Everyone's got when you have the HTC Vive, you have the Oculus Rift, you have Samsung's VR gear, you got PlayStation VR. Microsoft a long time ago showed us the HoloLens. And they've been in production with that thing ever since, testing it. People out there got test kits that you can even buy a test kit if you want. I think it's a little pricey. It's like $1,500 for that. Excuse me. But we were shown that lens, man. Like it was more than a virtual reality headset because it also was an AR headset, which stands for augmented reality. So instead of we putting the headset on and going inside the game comes from out the TV and comes into our world. So like if you look it up, this is what 2018. You can look up the Microsoft press conference. I'm gonna say it's either I think it's 2016 they had shown us what the HoloLens can do. And I was impressed. That's when they had Minecraft and the woman like is right standing next to a table, just a regular table, like your house table. And the whole map of Minecraft augmented right on the table to where you could like scroll through the whole world. You can move around it with your hands. You can go like layers between like sky level, ground level, underground, in buildings. That shit was amazing. And then that's when they like switched over to Halo. And it was like Halo multiplayer. You got 32 players on the battlefield playing, 16 versus 16. And with the HoloLens on, you're able to see the whole map. You can see all the units and everything's going on. So you can be like this commander. You can be like, this dude, the commanding chief, like, yo, I'm gonna need y'all to go here. Blah blah is doing this. We got this. You can see this whole map and become like this, like cool ass commander. And it's awesome, man. I want to see what else they're gonna do with this HoloLens because it's been silent and quiet for such a long time. I think like Microsoft could kill it with the HoloLens. It's probably gonna be expensive as fuck because like when Sony's came out, I think it was like 400 for the VR by itself, 500 with the PlayStation Move controllers, and then they had like the bigger bundle where you get like the camera, the controllers, and the headset for like $700-800. It got pretty expensive. I'm just getting used to working with this landscape. So sorry, and I apologize if my thumb gets in the way of the camera from time to time. I think we're gonna do it like this. Yeah. And I'm gonna pick a stand instead of just holding this the whole time. As we progress, we all get better. And just getting back to that camera, like I think there's many things that they could do with this, man. Like as I always say, like think about this. What if you wanted to learn how to cook a recipe? Now we go online and we look up tutorials on YouTube. We got the tasty videos and the delicious videos that pop up on our feeds and shit and show us all these cool things, making the recipe step by step on the video process. But what if you could put on the HoloLens and augment the recipe being cooked and prepared right there on the kitchen table with you? Like there's the like the meat and a cutting table opens up. Someone's sitting there chopping the meat, and you just look over and you follow exactly what they're doing. Like something like that would be dope. Like you could learn how to cook so fucking easy with this thing because it's like the teacher is right there with you teaching you how to cook, but it's just a digital person and digital, food and knife and cutware, and you could just sit there. You could play it back as many times as you need. A regular human being get pissed after you and asked about 4 or 5 times how to cut this motherfucker up and throw it in a damn oven. But when you got that augmented reality right there, and you could just rewind, press forward, or fast forward, like it just augments. Like something simple as, let's say, making a chicken salad. The bowl pops up right there next to you. The ingredients are right there on the table. They show you how to cut up the lettuce, cut in the tomatoes, the cucumber, the onion, the green pepper, how you cook, season up your chicken, how you want to chop it up, how you throw it in the pan and cook it up, and then boom, right there and there, you just became like something new that you learn how to cook. And there, like that right there, I think would be pretty cool. You could go educational ways, freaking porn industry, I'm sure would do some shit. But it, like to me, like there's so many cool things they could do with games too. Like, man, being able to like, I would say like, let's go with a what's the words I'm trying to say? Let's go with like if you're watching a sporting event and you can augment your friends to like be sitting right next to you as you're all like in this lens watching the sports games. Because like I know in PlayStation VR with the, I think NFL and NBA, you put the visor on and it's like you're at the game. You're sitting like front row seat watching the game as it's going on. Like you don't have to pay to go and sit in them tight ass chairs anymore. You could stay home, watch the game. You can see it from different angles. You can control all types of shit. And like, wouldn't that be cool, man? Like everyone's got their HoloLens, so if people are not here with you, watching the game on TV, you can like virtually be sitting next to each other, like some Star Wars, like the Jedi console sitting next to each other, holograms, while we all watching the football game or the basketball game. You're looking up and you're like, oh snap, here comes LeBron James down the lane getting ready to go for a free throw or for a layup, or passing not to J.R. Smith to someone else, and just being right there in the action. Like, I want to see what the fuck's going on with this HoloLens because it's been like 4 years. It got announced like same time PlayStation announced theirs. Then PlayStation brought theirs out. We've been there and done that. Every time I go to my brother Mike's house and we play VR all the time. I've played tons of games. I've had a lot of experiences and a lot of fun with it. I think my favorite VR game so far is Until Dawn Rush of Blood. Is that what it's called? It's like a rail shooter where you just sit in the little uh damn, my wife is calling. Hold on, everybody. Alrighty. Sorry about that interruption. Like as much of doing this and want to play video games and all types of shit. I'm a married man and a family man at that. Newly family man. My son is 2.5 months old, so when wife calls, I gotta answer. So I apologize about that. Uh, but well, let's get more into Microsoft, man. So if you ever seen the leak list that came out recently, there were titles on their list that they were supposed to show, such as like an upgrade to the Xbox One X, Gears of War 5 is supposed to get announced, Halo 6 is supposed to get announced. I think Crackdown 3 is supposed to get a release date. What is going on with Crackdown 3 is what I'd like to know about. I don't like Crackdown. I didn't like the first one. I tried the second one, give it a second chance. Didn't like that one either. Like, it's just not my game. It's just never was fun to me. Only part I had fun in the first Crackdown was just going around in the environment collecting the different shit you need to upgrade your character. But other than that, I'd never been fun with like the Crackdown series. State of Decay 2 just dropped like a week ago, so they finally got that out. And Sea of Thieves came out in March, and now they got that going on, and they've already got the first expansion coming out for that. So I hope that Sea of Thieves get big for it. Like, that's not my cup of tea a game, but I want Xbox to succeed. Us is like we got people out here, like fanboys and shit. Like fuck Microsoft, fuck Sony, fuck Nintendo, fuck PC, fuck handheld, fuck Android, fuck iPhone. It's like why we gotta be like that? Why like every company can't be cool, man? Like you don't have to buy every console that come out. I'm a gamer since 1993, since the first time I picked up my Nintendo controller, played Super Mario, and died on the first fucking level. I've been a gamer ever since. Like I don't hold myself to like just being a Sony fanboy or a Microsoft fanboy. I'm a gamer. If you got dope ass fun gaming experiences on your console, I'm gonna buy it. I got an Xbox One S. I want to upgrade it to the Xbox One S. I have PlayStation 4 that I'm about to convert to PlayStation 4 Pro. I've had a 4K TV for almost 2 years now. I'm ready to upgrade my consoles. Like my Xbox One S, that is a 4K console, but it's not full, truly 4K. Like it's running at like Xbox One S displays 4K at a low resolution. But the main console, the Xbox One S, that's where like the 4K truly shine. Like that's true 4K pushing, the power that it does through the system with the core processor that it has and the gigahertz to refresh the frame rate and all that shit. But yeah, like I'm not all about that being biased to one console. I want them all to succeed, and I have a feeling that Phil Spencer's going to get on stage. I think the press conference is on Sunday. Yeah, because Microsoft is on Sunday, Sony is on Monday, Nintendo's on Tuesday. I think Square Enix is on Saturday or Sunday, but that's just somewhere around in there. And Devolver Digital has one, and I think EA starts it off on Saturday, and then you have Ubisoft. So, like I said, I'm gonna look up that schedule list, and I will put it up, and we will talk about that scheduling list. Just so if you don't know the times, we can talk about that. But just to go back to Microsoft, I want them to definitely kill it with this Game Pass because since Sea of Thieves, Microsoft announced that any Microsoft title that comes out day one will also be released on Game Pass. If you don't know what Game Pass is like a Netflix for Microsoft's Xbox console. You pay a monthly subscription, which they used to only have a monthly subscription. Now they have 1 month, 6 month, and a year. I think it's like that. Yeah, 1 month for $10 or 6 months for I think 30 and then a year for 60. It's worth it. I had the free trial for it and they had tons of games on there. Might not be all the games on there that I want to play, but there were some. And I think for $10, like that's great. Like think about how much a new game costs when it comes out. It's $60. Even when games get older, they only really get discounted $5 to $10 at a time, maybe like every 6 months to a year. Unless a sale goes on, like a flash sale or it's a spring cleaning sale or some shit for Christmas, a regular price drop doesn't happen unless the game's poor. Unless the game sucked and didn't sell that well, then Walmart is gonna fucking cut the price down real quick. There's time and time when I go in there. Sometimes the price cut isn't that steep and it's on actual good shit, but sometimes it's on games that didn't really sell that well. And it's like this game just really came out like 3 months ago. It was $60, and now this shit's saying it's $30. Now it's like $20, and it's already in the bargain bin within 1 year. And Um, what the hell is it talking about? Sorry about that. But yeah. Oh, I was talking about Game Pass. So yeah. So with Game Pass, Microsoft will any Microsoft first party title we put on Game Pass same day that it comes out in the retail. So for $10 a month, any Microsoft game, whether it's Gears of War, Halo, State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, the new Fable that they're working on, when Forza Horizon 4, yeah, Horizon 4, because they jump back and forth between Motorsport and Horizon. One's the simulator racing title, and the other one's more like Need for Speed. But when they drop all of those in day one, you get to play those games, the full fledged game, in your Game Pass, along with any other game that they have, and they rotate them out, just like Netflix rotates its titles, just like Hulu, so you don't get bored. And because I had Metal Gear Solid 5 on there and I was enjoying it. Like, I just did the free trial for it's either 7 days or 2 weeks. It's like a week or so. Yeah, I did the 7 day trial. Then I just paid for another month. I'm probably going to get the Game Pass back from Microsoft because I don't buy that many games on there. My Microsoft console is more like my single player console, where PlayStation's like my multiplayer, and Sony comes out with so many exclusives, so I'm playing more titles over there. But I want to see what Phil Spencer, how he's going to draw in the third party consoles or companies to get into this. Like, if this Game Pass blows up, there's a potential like other companies can put their games on there and it sticks more. And you have a reason that you want to pay for this. Like, you have a console that you really don't need to buy games. You just pay for a subscription and you get great quality games. Halo 6, Halo's been around for 20 years. New Halo come out, you ain't got to go out and drop 60 unless you want the physical game for a collector's thing or the collector's edition. Like, to me, like, it's a genius thing because when a game comes out and some people are shaky on it, they can go try the full game out on their Game Pass service. And if they like it, they can go spend their money on DLC for the game, which is downloadable content. So the companies come out, I'm sure they're going to get some type of profit from Microsoft for putting their game on there. And then you regular consumers can just focus about buying downloadable content, the season pass. So they still spend $60 on your title. But most people, when you get a game today, you get pissed because you spend $60 and you get like maybe 70% of the game, if that, maybe 50% of the game. Maybe the fucking game's not even done when it comes out day one. You spent $60, and who knows how many years you waited for it. Like, that will piss you off. And that'll make you not want to touch the shit or ever spend money on again. But if you got the game as for free, part of your service that you pay for $10 a month, then it don't cost you shit to go and try it out. And if you like it, you can go and buy the new maps, the new weapons, the new costumes, the new characters, and spend your money on that. Because that's where Microsoft will shine, and that's where other companies will start making it and seeing it if this thing is successful. And I think Phil Spencer really got to hit the ball with that. Plus, Microsoft is what they're doing and what they're killing it over Nintendo or fucking PlayStation is backwards compatibility. They have over 300 titles that are backwards compatibility, and they're adding more titles every month. And it ain't like a spit shine of like 4 or 5 games. It'd be like 20 to 30 titles at a time. So, like, not only is my Xbox console my single player console, but I go to replay titles on there, like physical titles. And even if you don't have the physical titles, you can go on the marketplace and either on their Game Pass where they have old Xbox titles for you to play, or you can buy them shits. And what's great about Game Pass too is if you want to buy and keep that title because they get rotated out unless it's a first party title, you get like a nasty good discount. It'd be like 20-30% depending on the title. So, like, the shit's really cool. Sorry about the thumb in the way. Other than that, Microsoft really has to hit it with this console has game support. We are coming out with new IP. We're coming out with innovative IP, and we're coming out with interesting IP. They need to hit on all three. They have to give a reason why people want to go and trade in their Xbox Ones that they have right now to upgrade to an Xbox One X, a $500 console. I think it's $500. Yeah, and you got to give people reasons like, why do I want to go and blow because technically Xbox One X is more powerful than the PlayStation 4 Pro. But graphics is not everything. Power ain't shit either. If you don't have nothing to back it up, no one's gonna buy your console. You gotta have content that people want. That's why Sony on their console, they got God of War, they got Yakuza, they got Last of Us Part 2 on the way. They got what the hell's that one game? It's last month's fucking cover for Game Informer. Days Gone, Spider-Man, all these games in 4K that's gonna bring these innovative, fun experiences in 4K. Like I played a 4K game other than Gears of War 4 on my Xbox One S. I played like a true. I played PlayStation 4 Pro for the first time 2 weeks ago. I played Far Cry 5 just to start it off. I was fucking blown away. Like the graphics are insane. Like when it comes to the cutscenes, it look like real people straight up. It's almost hard to tell that's a damn game. And when it just seamlessly moves from cutscene to gameplay because there's no need to load anything up, the just sounds from the gun shooting and like things blowing up and all the little bits, little nooks and crannies of the bits of things blowing up that you could see going all over the place because the shit's insane, dude. I just need Microsoft to step up on the game. I'm gonna need them to come through on this conference. I'm gonna need you to kill it. Because Nintendo ain't about to play in a press conference, and Sony always comes through every year and smack down. I really don't need to say shit about Sony, but we just gonna talk about Sony real quick because like every year they kill it. They come with the games. They show you, they let you know. My only thing with Sony right now is like I kind of not like needing to like I'm like super needing to get to that press conference because I know their main shit that they got coming. Like they told us, like Spider-Man, we're gonna see more of that because that's coming out in September. We're gonna see more of Last of Us Part 2. Can I get some gameplay, please? Like the last couple shits have all been just cutscenes. I want some gameplay of this game. I don't want no more story shit. I save that for the video game. I want to see how this plays. Excuse me. Throat getting a little dry. I got something to drink right here. From Sony, really, all I want to see is Ghost of Tsushima. I want to see gameplay. They announced that at Paris Games last year. It's a new game by Sucker Punch, people that made Sly Cooper and Infamous. I love both those series very much. I would love to have a new Infamous, but we've been there, done that. 3 games, technically 4 with that DLC. Technically 5 with that other DLC too. There was the DLC, that little Blood Festival shit for Infamous 2, and then we had the one with the Neon Lightning chick from the newest one. She had her own game, which I have. They gave that shit for free. They did the same with the other thing. All the Infamous games became PlayStation Plus titles, every single one. The first Infamous is one of the first PlayStation Plus titles for PlayStation Plus when it first started many moons ago, when PlayStation got hacked and everybody's accounts got like jacked and we all had to make new PSNs and shit. Well, like a passwords and stuff, not like whole accounts, because that would suck. Like you spend all that money on there and all that shit's gone. I'd be infuriated. Like I'm done. Your company's over with. But PlayStation just really had to do everything that they do. Me, I just want to see that gameplay for Ghost of Tsushima. Does this game play like Tenchu? Does this game play like Animusha? I need to know. I'm super excited. I need to see what's going on. And I want to see gameplay for Medieval because they're redoing a lot of Sony games that are getting remade right now. Like my most anticipated game for the holiday season is Spiral Trilogy Remaster, and I just saw some gameplay that they had up today, and like that's to show you how much like I'm excited for that. Like out of all the new shit we got coming out for the holiday season, I'm ready for a 20-year plus game. that gets remastered. You know, the third one, Year of the Dragon. I cannot wait to play that in the new. I don't even want to see junk for that in like the gameplay. I just want September to get here, drop my 40 or 60, however much it costs. Hopefully, it's only $40 and not 60, like Crash was. You know, that's like $15 a game almost. Here, a little there's that, you know, but man, I can't wait for that. Yeah, like I said, I want to see more. I want to see the medieval gameplay because they announced it at PlayStation Experience last Sunday, which I am going to this year for the first time. Some of my friends have already been about 2, 3 times. It's time for B around to come to the West Coast, smoke a big one, and play some of them games. Know what I mean? Yeah, I just can't wait to come down there and have fun. But Sony really only has to do what they always do. I already know the games they got coming. What surprises? And Sony always usually has something from Capcom or or Namco, so that shows off some shit in their press conference. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that Soul Calibur shows the next new character. I'm hoping it's Raphael or Valdo or Rock or a new character they probably gonna show because we've only had one new character for the game. Every other character has been a return from the previous series, Soul Blade or Soul Calibur. I'm hoping we get either Valdo shown. Uh, oh, I need to show my dude if he saw Yoshimitsu because Yoshimitsu looks really good in this one, man. And my brother Ken plays a Yoshimitsu. Pain in the ass. But I definitely want to see either Rock or I want to see Valdo or I want to see Raphael. Really want Raphael to be shown because that's one of my favorite characters. I've always liked him. Really difficult fucking character to play with. I know how to play fighting games better now than I did 10 years ago. So let's bring my skill set that I know now and show people I can play with the difficult characters. But I want to see a release date along with this, man. Like, when is this game coming out? We know it's coming out this year, 2018. Like, when? I want a release date. Is it coming out in September? Coming out in October, November, December? I'm hoping that it comes out. I'm feeling maybe in October or in August, because you got to watch where you release your game, because you got Spider-Man and fucking Dragon Quest coming out in September on the same day. Like, that's gonna leave room for nobody else. And you got Call of Duty coming out in October, which is looking really good. I haven't been this excited for a Black Ops game in so long. Or yeah, a Call of Duty game, because I didn't like Black Ops 3. I haven't played World War II yet. I want to play the story mode. I have not played Advanced Warfare. Is that the one where they're in like the spaceships and shit? I think that's what it's called, Advanced Warfare. I want to play the story mode because I hear nothing but great things about the story mode. So it's really like the small like surprises that Sony does best. I already know the big shit they got on the way. I want to see something else happen. I doubt we get Horizon 2 as much as I would love that. I want them to take their time unless they got a new DLC for the first game, which I still need to play the first DLC they came out with. That's definitely something on my list. Let me know though in the comment section, like, what's everybody looking forward to? Are you looking forward to Sony? Looking forward to Microsoft? Or are you looking forward to them both? Well, my wife